Welcome back everybody to His and Hers Point of View. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the process I went through during my deportation. So if you are going through something similar, this video may help. First and foremost, a small disclaimer, I am not a lawyer and this is not legal advice. This is just simply my process and what I went through during my situation. For those of you who are new to our channel, make sure to check out our previous videos to get up to speed with our situation. Those of you who have somebody currently being deported or in the process of being deported, these are a few things that you should know if you don't know them already. If you have somebody currently in detention by ICE, you should know that they are eligible for a bond. Most likely, you won't be able to use a bail bondman, so you would have to pay out of pocket because they believe that you are a flight risk. If you are released on bond, you will have a court hearing after you're released. If you go and you don't have a lawyer yet, you will be advised to get a lawyer. At your next court date, your lawyer most likely will file what's called a cancellation of removal. While you are going through that process, which could take up to 2 years, depending on your case, you will be given a social security number, a work permit, and you can get your state ID. Once you acquire your social security number, your work permit, and your state ID, I would advise you to go get a job. Work as much as you can so you can have some money to pay your lawyer fees, or worst case scenario, you are deported back to your country. That way you have some money saved up. Some of the requirements for cancellation of removal require you to establish presence in the United States continuously for 10 years. You will also have to prove that during those 10 years that you were present in the United States, you were of good moral character. You will have to prove that you have not been convicted of any selected criminal offenses. You will also have to prove that your removal will result in exceptional and extreme hardship to your family. I want you guys to keep in mind that proving extreme and exceptional hardship to your family is very difficult. You basically have to have family members with a chronic disease, something that's threatening their lives, something that, there's just no fixing. So just keep in mind that it's very hard to prove that exceptional and extreme hardship, and most cases are not winnable. This process ended up costing us between $6,000 to $8,000 10 years ago, but the fees may have changed, so you might want to check with your government website. So let's say worst case scenario, your cancellation or removal is denied. You are going to be granted voluntary departure. When you are granted voluntary departure, they will give you a date and time which you have to show up to the office. You are required to pay for your own travel expenses, and you may have to pay an additional fine. If you fail to leave when given voluntary departure, the judge will order that to become an automatic order of deportation. That means that whenever you run into ICE again, they will remove you from the States. At this point, you will not be allowed to see a judge. You will not be allowed to hire a lawyer because most likely they won't take your case and they'll tell you that they can't help you. So you will just end up being removed. If you have a spouse or a qualifying relative that can file for you to return to the States legally, start the process. Do not try to cross back illegally. You eliminate all the chances you have of ever going back to the States legally when you do that and you are caught. So if you are married to a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, the I-130 is the petition that they can file on your behalf. In my case, the waivers that I'll be filing are the I-212 and the I-601. The links for those and the I-130 are going to be in the description. And that's it for this video. Hopefully it answers some of your questions and it gives you an idea of what the process may look like. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. And thank you guys so much for your support.